New York Comic Con 2014, presented by Marvel Contest of Champions from Kabam. I'm Ryan Penagos, aka Marvel's Agent M, joined by
Blake Garris, and we have more Big Hero 6 cast members. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Scott Adsit, I play Baymax.
I'm Ryan Potter, I play Hiro Hamada.
Okay, so both of you have some experience with the Marvel Universe. You did a voiceover for Marvel.
Yes, Hiro Hamada, yeah.
Fantastic. And you have done hundreds of things with that.
I've written some for Marvel
Yeah.
Comics, and I've been a hanger-on a lot.
Well, you are a legitimate Marvel character. Well,
That's right.
yes.
I am an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. in Deadpool.
The best, we did a live podcast last night, and we had Jerry Duggan, writer of Deadpool, on, co-writer of Deadpool, on the
best
show.
guy.
And he was like very vehement. He and Jordan White were very vehement. We've got paperwork signed. Everything is clear. His likeness is okay. But it's awesome seeing you in the books. Like
Yeah,
every
well,
month.
my character's name is Agent Scott Adsit.
How did we come up with that? It's really
Well, they're brilliant guys.
very cool. Guys, if you have any tweets for us, use hashtag MarvelNYCC. We'll be pulling them up. I know we had a bunch in here for you guys as a general Big Hero 6 stuff. Like, you know, did you do much improvisation on the film?
We both did, I think.
Yeah.
We didn't work together in the same booth at the same time.
Is this the first time you've met? Because
This-
I know
well, this week, yeah.
Second time we've met.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but the directors gave us a lot of freedom with just, I mean, the entire film. We would go in, you know, we would record new stuff, they'd rewrite some stuff, and every time we went in, we would read the lines that are there for us, but then they would be like, all right, just play, and then, you know, we would do hundreds of lines that were not previously scripted, and they would just let us rant for a while.
And you would say, I have an alt for this, an alternate idea for this line, and they would jump at it. They'd say, yes, please, because they're collaborators. That's what the real pleasure of this was the filmmakers who are geniuses, don't need us to input anything, are willing to listen to our ideas.
Well, you did it very politely, I guess. You said, oh, I have an alt for this. As soon as they were like, action, I would do the line, and then I would immediately go into the line, and they would have to stop me. I would just keep saying new lines. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then they would go, no, okay, we're done. We're good. Okay, thank you.
I will avoid that, see.
Before we went live, we were actually, Ryan and I, the two Ryans were discussing,
Ryans.
because your name is Ryan Potter.
Yes.
In LA, we have one of my favorite lawyers at Marvel, who is also named Ryan Potter. And you found it very funny.
You know, every single time I go watch a Marvel film, I stay for the credits because there's always something after. During the credits, there's always a Ryan Potter, and I'm like, I did not work on this film. I've never met another Ryan Potter in my entire life, so it's like, that's very cool. That, you know, we're kind of.
Are there two Ryan Potters in Big Hero 6 then? Is he part
Are
of
there?
Big Hero 6?
Man.
You might have a
Well,
credit.
you know,
I don't
it's-
know.
Yeah, we must be suing somebody, right?
We like to sue. Sorry. I did want to. That totally derailed me. I lost my train of thought.
Are there
Yeah,
tweets?
we don't have any tweets right now. We did. Well, there was one.
Very popular.
There was a question that was asked if you could say what the movie means to you, or the first word that comes to your brain when you think of Big Hero 6. What would it be? And I will preface that by last time we had the directors and producer on, and they said big, awesome heart, massive, awesome heart.
I think of two things. Family, because it's really about finding your new family, your true family, the family you gather around you. And then the other thing for me is Hero. It's all about Hero, and Baymax is all about Hero, and serving Hero and making sure Hero's okay. So for me, it's family, and specifically Hero.
But, you know, actually, yeah, but, you know, Baymax is so important because, I mean, it is about Hero to a certain degree. Hero gets put, like, he puts himself on the wrong path. And the family he puts around himself helps steer him in the right direction. And Baymax is probably the most important person that Hero could have ever had come into his life. And without Baymax, Hero, you know, would have not gotten into the school that he did, and a bunch of other things that I don't want to spoil. So yeah, you know, it's the Baymax and Hero partnership.
Love it.
Yeah.
We do have a couple coming in. Michael W.S. wants to know, do you have a favorite Marvel character? Either of you?
I think Ben Grimm is my favorite.
Yeah.
Keep it brief.
I have a lot, but you know, I think the most most recent film, Guardians of the Galaxy, kind of re-sparked my love for Howard the Duck.
Nice.
I don't
We
know.
love- we love
I don't
Howard,
know.
too.
Yeah.
Have you read the Howard the Duck from the 70s?
Yeah, I have.
have
Yeah,
you?
it's pretty great.
That's awesome. Very cool. Thank you guys for coming on. Can fans find you on Twitter anywhere else? Online?
He's a ghost on the social media.
I have many enemies.
But he lives in the real life, which is awesome. I'm at Ryan K. Potter, so easy enough, both Twitter and Instagram.
Very cool. Guys, see Big Hero 6 this fall. Stay tuned. Much more from New York Comic.